So obviously a lot of different kind of like demographics of like people who might be listening or viewing this. But for the people who like have watched pornography, want to get married, have watched pornography, are in pornography and trying to break free or have broken free from pornography, your story is very hope-giving. So like, would you like, how has redemption played out for you guys in this process? And what does it look like to have this, I don't even want to call it baggage, because I mean, if it is baggage, you guys have taken a lot of intentionality to unpackage it, right? And to like sort it, you know, so it's not just dead weight you're carrying around in your relationship. How has redemption played out with this kind of backstory in your marriage?
Yeah, I mean, I think it started with honesty, coming clean. That 3-month mark in our marriage was the moment that I told her I was struggling with this, and then things that she had needed to share, she shared as well. And you started from a playing field where there were no secrets. And so I think redemption starts where there's no secrets. And so come clean. This is the person you're going to be with the rest of your life. Like, you can work through those things. And so that's where you
like
would start.
Accepting of that honesty. Like, it's a good thing. It's a really good thing.
Yeah, it's better to have a spouse that's honest than a spouse that's lying to you. And then through that, like, open communication throughout the entire process as whomever is battling with that, and then having a game plan, right? Like, my guess is if you've watched pornography before, you've probably tried to stop watching pornography to no avail. We both know that battle. We both know that emotional, like, really frustrating struggle of trying to kick pornography. And so, so I mean, that's why I work here at Proven Men, is to be able to give resources to men and get them plugged into communities to be able to do that. And that's why we invented Proven Women, so that women can have that same process. And that's why we invented Proven Wives, so that wives who are really battling with trying to walk alongside their husbands well can have a material, a 6-week study for them exclusively to be able to walk through what it looks like to love their husbands as they try to care for their own soul in the midst of that, you know, if their story isn't that they watch pornography. And so step into, I mean, I'm biased, so I'm going to say our resources. They're there to be able to reach out to us to because we can put you in a position that I was in. Like, the reason I did so well, the reason that I told my wife that I was struggling with pornography is because of Proven Men. And so, and I don't think without a group right after I had shared that, stepping right into a group, that I would have found freedom. I think I would have gone back into hiding because I knew that so well. And so, yeah, I don't like, that's my advice, because that's my story. That's our story, is Proven Men came alongside of our marriage. Joel Hesh, the guy who wrote it, came alongside of our marriage and said, you need to tell your wife, and here's the game plan. This is where we're going to go from here. And so 4 years later, and this is the result.
4.5, Marshall.
Yeah, whatever it is. 4 and some change. I guess we can agree on.
I think the honesty thing is, I don't know, it kind of sounds like cliche, but it's just true. And I think the honesty, being accepting of that honesty, and then saying, all right, like, what next? Like, because it's not always just like cut and dry. Like, Marshall didn't tell me those things and it was like perfect. We had to like put some things in play and just work through those things together. And definitely have been redeemed. And it's awesome. But yeah, we did have to work through those things. And then, like, I don't know, even in the things that we said and sat and play, like, had to work through those things. And it was just kind of like a figuring out of how are we going to move forward. And
and that's not to say 4 years from now our sex life is perfect. Like,
right.
We're still having conversations about how to be more attentive to one another, how to meet each other's needs within that. And so, and that I think too is another issue with pornography. It's easy to log onto your laptop and find whatever you want to find. But it's like, I mean, I can share this, I think, but Jill was like, sometimes like I'm asking you to initiate, and sometimes that means, being soft and sweet and cuddly, and sometimes that means the opposite of soft and sweet and cuddly. And it's like, well, how in the world am I supposed to know when one's like, because one could do good things and then one could do bad things in a certain circumstance. And so it's more complicated, and I'm the same way. Like I have things that I like, things that I don't like. You have to have those conversations, and then just be open about the reality that sex is fun, sex is good. We want to have sex, both of us, presumably, and so because of that, like, let's have conversations around our needs and our desires, and yeah, that's coming from a guy who has a lot of work to do,
Yeah, that whoever you're with can't read your mind.
Yeah.
And so they just can't. Like, I've heard so many girls be like, I wish you would just do this. I'm like, well, did you tell him, like, to do that? No? Well, then he's never going to just think to do, like,
Maybe one day. I haven't given up on mind reading yet.
Maybe. Anyway. It's just like, don't expect
50 years and some change from now. I'm going to be able to mind read.
All right. Are you waiting for that day?
It's like there are going to be some old fogies.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys will be able to be
I don't know.
intimate at that age. So
that's 50 years from now. I might be dead. Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah.
Sorry, I took you off your train of thought.
That's okay. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, they can't mind reading.
Yeah. That's the point.
Yeah.
Communications is important.
Yes, very important.
Yeah.
Yeah.